Well, good afternoon, my ladies and my gents. Welcome to Texas Garage. Today we got a bunch of stuff that come in. This is a uh, What Did You Buy Wednesday, hosted by our buddy Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. And his idea is stash ads. You get something, you bought something this last week, bought something 2 months ago. You bought a paintbrush 2 months ago and haven't talked about it. Post it up. You got some ideas, you got some things, you found a new supplier, you found a killer deal. Post it. You got some way to save a bit of money, save some hassle. Post it. As you can see, yeah, uh, I've been kind of busy. I got some stuff, and I'll talk about a lot of this. Hopefully, keep it less than half an hour. uh, but before we get started, man, if you haven't already, please subscribe. If if you like what I'm doing, leave a comment. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. Leave a comment. If you don't like, let me know. But please, just don't tell me you're stupid. Tell me why I'm stupid, because I know I'm stupid. Yeah. But anyway, start off with, we're going to do the um, elephant in the room. Yeah. You know, um, yeah, yeah, I know. Rust-Oleum. But rattle can, I don't have. Huh, I munched my finger. Wonder when I did that. Anyway, um, I know that a lot of people really hate on it. I do rattle can when I do anything sprayed because I don't have an airbrush. House is not airbrush friendly, so I do this and I do acrylic brush paint. But so I went, and if you saw when I was over there, you can see another can, but I got a couple of cans of the Rust-Oleum Gray primer. I got a can of the white primer as well. I got a can of this, which is white. Oh, that's a semi-gloss. I thought that was a gloss. Oh, well. But I got this, and and then I saw this color, and I thought, that looks nice. So I think these are like $4.95 a can. This, I think, was like $6 or $7. But anyway, that came from Home Depot. The Totally Awesome, LA's Totally Awesome, I've had it for a long time. That actually goes into an interesting little tidbit. I had an old can of the white spray paint, a white primer, and it bubbled. When I sprayed it, it bubbled. It didn't like it. So I was doing my mercury, and you can kind of see some of the blotch, little bit left. I left it in the isopropyl alcohol, 91% isopropyl, and I sat in there for 36 hours. It did next to nothing on the white primer, the Rust-Oleum white primer. So I finally poured it off, rinsed them off, and I got out. Oh, I remember people talking about LA's Totally Awesome. Well, I have several bottles of it, and yeah, I actually picked them up at a truck stop out in California a number of years ago. Back in the 90s, a guy was selling them there at in a truck stop there in Ontario, California, an east end of LA by San Bernardino, Riverside, that part, right where I-10 and I-15 cross if you look at a map. And it was called Tiger Power back then. Great stuff for cleaning bugs off your windshield too, by the way. But anyway, so I poured it in there. I left this in there for about 16 hours and scrubbed a lot of it off. I've got a little bit of painting left to do, but so that's a tip. This stuff actually does do pretty good for the Rust-Oleum. Uh, Alcohol didn't even hardly touch it. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my update on the under 1,000 subscriber group build. That, and I got frame finished. I'm not really going to show it all off. I might do a separate video on that, but got the frame painted up. I need to start on the engine and the interior, but get the body painted. And I'm probably going to go ahead and use that stuff there, so I want to do it in white. So this Auto World. Let me turn this back this way. Auto World. every now and again you can find some pretty good deals there. I found some interesting things when they have their sales, 20% off, 15% off, whatever. So I got some things, some ideas, some trucks I want to build, cement mixers, stuff like that. And I had one set of the Mobius Super Singles. And I really do like these things. They The steer tire, the front tire, really great for one of your like cement mixer, heavy haul truck, something like that. You want to build a heavy tow truck. These things would be great for it. The rear tires instead of duals. You're doing a rat rod that you might use truck duals, but you want the look of a wide tire, or even if you're doing it just any kind of rat rod or something like that, and you want a big, fat, wide tire. These are great. I'll give you an idea. I pull out these. That's what that is the size you got. Let's get our handy dandy. You're looking at about 18-inch, about 18 inches across. And of course it comes with the wheels and everything. But so you want some 18-inch, great big, tall, you know, tall tires, put on a dragster. Wouldn't that be cool? So, but anyway, I got me a couple sets of them, and I needed a little bit more. I think I got them for like $18 each, and I needed something a little bit more to fill out, $50 to get free shipping, because otherwise I'm going to be paying like, I don't know, $10 or $12 to have those two shipped. And by the end of it, that's going to be like $48. So why not get a kit if I'm going to pay that kind of price? I've been looking at this guy for a while. I've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I finally said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get it. Uh, and it brought the price up to, I think it was like $54 plus, tax. And so, I was able to get it free shipping. But coffee. Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm only working on my second cup of coffee. But I did have a problem with them, and you can notice along like here, they took it and put it in a box that wasn't much bigger than this kit, the size. Not a problem. Problem was, it wasn't tall enough, and so they had these guys. I think I'm not sure, don't quite remember. I think they had this one kind of like this, and then this one on top of it, kind of like this, and then they squashed it. They squashed it down. I think it was actually like this. But anyway, they squashed it down, and then they taped it with it squashed down. Yeah, and it grunched the boxes. All three of them. And the bad part is down here is where the plastic bits are, is on this stretch. And it also munched up a little bit of the box here. Now, I went ahead. I didn't think there was going to be any damage, but I went ahead and opened them all up, pulled everything out, checked everything to be sure there was no damage. But I did write an email to them and saying, hey, y'all might want to take a look at how y'all box things up. So, but yeah, that's a 72 Corvette Roadster convertible. And I built a hardtop early on in my modeling career, I don't know, about 4 years ago, I guess. And I thought that might be fun to do that. Okay, let's see what else. Yes, we have, and I'm kind of excited with this. I did a bit of a sneak preview earlier this week on Sunday with the under 1,000 subscriber group build, because I had some stuff here that I thought would go really nice on the pickup. It doesn't gonna work. So anyway, this is from Brian's 3D Marketplace on eBay. I'll see if I can get a link to his store on there. And no, this isn't part of it. This is the Mac DM800 from AMT. It's the one with the offset cab over here like this, the big heavy duty thing. I've got one. Let me see if I can get this off and show this guy right up here. And he has a set of the Mobius um, uh, wide tires, the super single on the front. Now, let me go back in. What I got to do this, and I've already found it's going to take a fair bit of work. He had this. It's a little pricey. It's a little over $50. It is the Mac B81. A lot of y'all, if you know anything about trucks, old trucks, you've heard of the B61. This is the B81. And yeah, so it even comes with a butterfly hood that can be opened, but I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to get it in the little holes here and the little holes there. There's pegs on the hood. That's not it. There you are. It's got pegs on the hood, either end. And of course, these things are not flexible, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but that's something I'm going to, that'll be a bridge that I'll cross when I get to it. But it also comes with some tanks, fuel tanks, square tanks. Yeah, tanks, say tanks, tanks. I'm getting paid a penny a word every time I say tanks, 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 tanks. Just kidding. It comes with a couple of air cleaners, one for either side. The kit for the DM 800 comes with one cleaner on the passenger side, so this is going to require some extra ducting. It comes with this big, heavy bumper, and I love, let's see, zoom it in a little bit, the detail in the hood. Of course, it needs a bit of cleaning up, but the detail here, and it's heavy. It is a heavy booger. But yeah, basically the heavy version of the B61. So, but I got that, and it comes, of course, it has, let me pull this out of the box. It's got the interior. This is seats. That is heavy. It's actually a heavy chunk of solid resin. It comes with glass, and it takes a little bit of work to get them to work up like you want. So it needs sanding with like 5, 6, 7,000 grit and some clear gloss over the top of it. It comes with headlights, and the interior, I'm a little, well, yeah, you still have all of that needs to come out. Oh, excuse me. I cannot blame him for keeping a lot of that stuff in there, because a lot of the delicate stuff in there, like the steering wheel, it shifts, it ships better. But by the same token, I kind of wish he hadn't had put the steering wheel and steering column in place. I wish it had been a separate piece, along with the shifters, because trying to get to the dashboard through and around the steering wheel and trying to get all of the shifters around everything, that's going to be a little bit tough. That's going to be a challenge to get everything cleaned out and everything done. So, but that's a bit of a challenge. And the other problem, zoom out again, I'm going to have to trim this portion here, because it don't fit. You cannot get interior in any form or fashion to be able to get it to go in with this stuff here. I'm going to have to just basically make that even with the cab. I may take a little bit of, either try to cut it off gently so that I can save the piece, or I may just, it's the way it's built up in there, I may just have to just trim that off, and if I want to have something, I'll just put a little bit of styrene in there to finish filling out the fender. But I'm going to have to remove that in order to get this to fit in there. About the only problem I got, And but anyway, some of the stuff that other stuff I got in here, I teased about the other day when I was talking about the under 1,000 group build. Part of the problem, I got a real nice bed. I thought, hey, that'd look really good to have a camper shell on. So I got a camper shell. It's a beautiful little piece of work. The problem is, for a 6.5-foot bed, the Mobius Mercury M100 pickup is an 8-foot bed. It don't fit, eh? So anyway, that's gonna have to be on a different one. I do have plans on this to build up a kind of a canvas type cover for it, along with bracings and everything up on it. I'm really thinking about doing that. It's supposed to come with glass to go in here, like the stuff here for the truck, but it didn't. He forgot. He forgot to put some in, and back and forth with him a little bit, and we came up with uh, uh, an equitable agreement, and I'm going to just use some uh, clear styrene in place of. He offered to send me some, and I couldn't really see him wasting the postage that it would take to send them. So I told him, we worked out an agreement. But so I am going to use some clear styrene for the windows. So, but it really is a nice looking bed, and when you put it on a pickup that it actually fits on, it looks really good. Of course, I talked about the canoe. I got it cleaned up. I'm going to do a video here in the near future about painting this up and getting the wood grain on it. To give you an idea, let me see if I can do this again. Pull this off and circle around. You got a boat way up top. There he is. That was that boat kit that I think AMT put out a while back. I wound up scratch building the trailer on it, but that boat is all, so I can get about as much as it'll go. But that boat was smooth styrene, and I painted it up. It actually came out looking really nice. So come on back down here. So I'll do a video on doing wood grain like this in the near future, because I want to do that. It's a nice looking boat. I got it all cleaned up. Comes, of course, with this, and I talked about this on the video from the other day, but comes with this bit here is like $20. Comes with an oar, comes with a couple of brackets to go on your vehicle to put the boat on. It comes with a collapsing fishing rod. It comes with a pump shotgun. I got this. It also comes with a gun rack, as well as a little one, like you put the fishing rod on, perhaps. Then it also has 3 rifles. This one and this one, these two here, are identical. They're longer, and they've got larger magazines. And I'm almost wondering, I don't know hardly anything about rifles. Anybody out there, let me zoom a little bit closer. Anybody out there that knows rifles, let me know what those are. I'm just kind of thinking maybe an M1 Garand, but I don't know for sure. This is looks like a carbine. It's shorter. It's got a smaller magazine in it. But yeah, if any of y'all know what kind of rifle that is, please let me know, because I'm curious. So, but anyway, the other stuff that I ordered, let me get him out. He has some snap binders, chain binders, like we use on the flatbeds. And these are one type that actually has the tout them as being a bit of leverage on them, the way they're set up. But they're very similar to what I used, and I'm not sure if I did this along the way or if they came this way. I don't remember, but I noticed them a little while ago. A couple of them broke in there, but the parts are still in there, and they glue together real easy. So if you want to try to use them like in a piece of chain, you're going to have to file out very, very gently, clean out the hook. But it's look really good just lying on the deck maybe. But I got these. They're not bad. I also picked up a couple of sets. Always can use some good window cranks. And these are a bit more robust than a lot of them you see, yet they don't look too awful clunky. So clean them up and they'll go in your build real nice. I think these are like $6, and you get uh, 2 sets of each, and I got a couple of sets of those. So, yeah. So I have yammered on now for a while. Be sure and go check out Joe Big Sky Model Workshop. Like I said, I'll have a link to his channel. Great guy, knows a lot about racing cars, especially local track, or even some of the uh, uh, what's drag racing. That's what I'm trying to think of. So, but go check him out. He's also hosting the under 1,000 subscriber group build this year, as I'd mentioned before. So then, while we're at it, more coffee. Oh, talk about bcgresins.com. You've heard me talk about them many times before, but got to talk about them. I've used his products for a number of years now. About 3 years I've been using his stuff. I can't say enough good about it. I've loved what he does. The only complaint I got is between him and Scale Speed Garage, and they their products are a lot closer to proper size than a lot of the kits are, and a lot of them, like move these aside, like this Mercury should come. This comes with a 390 uh, FE Ford engine. You should be able to fit a Ford FE engine from BCG Resins in there. But this is not long enough for the engine to fit. It just doesn't fit quite right because they designed it to have their motor in it, and it's a little bit smaller. So, but anyway, only real complaint I got, and it's not their fault, it's the fault of the model kits. Even though I like Mobius, yeah. But anyway, go check them out. When you go in there, bottom of the homepage, sign up for the newsletter. Name, email address, boom, you're signed up. You'll get notifications of new stuff coming out. You'll get a newsletter each month talking about and teasing about what's coming up in the next month. Go shopping. He has the BSI line of super glue that he uses, the cyanoacrylate, CA glue. Got several different kinds. He's got an accelerator. He's got this. He's got the super thin. He's got the gold. Let's see. Yeah. This stuff, the super gold. These are $5 a bottle, half an ounce. It's quite a bit. You get a half-ounce tube like one of these. That's 2 grams. And these are 14 grams. This will run you about $5. These will run you about $5. This is about 10, but it's really good for what it is. He sells Protect parts. Go check that out. He has all kinds of nifty stuff: engines, transmissions, some interior parts, ignition parts, wheels, tires, engine parts, off-road parts, drag racing parts, including blowers for several different types of engines. Yeah. Now you are going to run across some stuff that he's out of stock on. He is a one-man band. He's the CEO, head bookkeeper, chief of shipping, and chief bottle washer. So have a little bit of patience, but you are going to run across stuff that is out of stock. Be sure and put in on the notify me portion, and it will put your email address in there. When they do get back in stock, you'll get an email. So go to the page for oh golly, checkout. There we go. Go there. Put in the promo code Jester10, JESTER10. Talked about it before. Save you 10%. Does not cover shipping, which is a grand total of $6. If you buy $100 worth or more, shipping is free. So shipping is phenomenal. Yeah. But anyway, what more can I say? Thank you, Josh. I greatly appreciate the friendship. I appreciate the support. I appreciate all you've done, encouraging me to actually branch out and do more stuff like this B81 that I'm going to mess with over here. But yeah, so, and well, I thought I might keep it under 20 minutes, and I'm hitting 26. So, but anyway, I'll go ahead and finish this up because I need to do some other stuff, like put some more paint back on my pickup here. So, anyway, B-Tex signing out.